Hi, Jenn Vauthrin here from Solutions Counseling. Today we're going to talk about addiction. We're going to talk about the negative side and the positive side. So when we have addiction, let's face it. I mean, really, it hits all of us hard. It can be gambling, it can be women, it can be pornography, it can be drugs, it can be alcohol, it can be so many different things. How does it affect us? Well, terribly, especially the addict themselves, because they know what they're going through. It's hell. Nobody on the face of the earth can make them feel any worse than they already do. Hence the reason they have the addiction. How many of us stop on the side of the street to help somebody in need? How many of you stop to hear somebody else's story about their addiction? How did they get to that addiction? Because they certainly always weren't addicts. We didn't come out of our mother's wombs and go, I'm going to be an addict. Because that's certainly not where we intended to be. How does this affect the people in our lives? What can the people in our lives do? Nobody wants to be an addict. Nobody wants to be married to an addict. Nobody wants to have a father or a mother as an addict. But it just happens. So where do we go from there? Okay, so I'm going to talk to you as though you're an addict. If you are an addict, I want you to know that I'm here. Many other people are here to support you. If you're judging yourself, don't. It is what it is. Let it go. Don't live in the past. The hurt that you may have caused other people, the hurt that you've caused yourself, it's done, it's over, it's time to move on. We can't keep living like this. Reach out. Surround yourself with positive people. Misery loves company. The people that you're doing crack or drinking or having sex with don't care about you per se. They care about themselves and they don't ever want to see you get up. But I know you can get up. I have worked with enough addicts. I've had addicts in my life. I see it. I see it in you. I know you can do this. I know you can surround yourself with better people. Not better, because none of us are better than anybody else, but people that can get you out of this, because you're strong enough to get yourself out of this. Tap. Look for YouTube videos. Ask for help. Talk to people. Tell them your experiences. Write a book. I mean, most people that have become addicts could write an incredible book. Can you imagine sharing your experiences with other people and being able to help them? Think about that, because you're a blessing. So when you're 13, 12, 10, 11, 7, 6, 16, 60, it doesn't really matter. You can become an addict at any time. I think when we get to a point in our lives where we're miserable, we're depressed, and all of us hit that. And that's when we become vulnerable. Whether we become addicted to men, women, drugs, alcohol, gambling, masturbation, pornography, whatever it is, all of us go through some sort of time in our life where we're reaching out. We need somebody, something to make us feel better. And that's where the addiction comes in. So the positive aspects of addiction. You are who you are. You've walked this path for a reason, to share with other people. You have come out of this addiction, or maybe you're still in this addiction and you're going to meetings, or you're, like I said, talking to positive people and sharing your story. Maybe you're talking to kids who are just on that verge of making that choice of, do I snort that line of cocaine? Do I pick up that drink? Do I go to that party? Do I have sex with that guy? Maybe it's a 60-year-old that's been an addict forever and a day and has never heard your story. And maybe your story is the one to change their lives. That's the positive aspect about being an addict, because so many of us can't walk in an addict's shoes. And we need to hear your story to know that it's not okay to be a victim. Some people make themselves victims. Don't be that victim. Don't live in that world filled with drama. And you, of all people, are able to express that to other people. Get it out. Because the more you share it with community, the better it is. It's not a poor me story. It never will be a poor me, because all of us have a story. Every single one of us have a story. I didn't get to be where I am today without having a whack ton of stories. So share your experiences and let other people in, and that's how you'll heal yourself.